Welcome back to episode 2 of my Pool of Radiance playthrough. So let's go on and advance into the slums, as the game terms them. You've entered the monster-calling slums of Phlan. Small, ugly things scurry from beneath your feet. In the distance, an alarm sounds. If you want to catch up with what I've been up to over on twitch.tv/niftyrat, it'd be great to see you there. Come and say hello. You have surprised a party of orcs. And we're going to try and flee orcs, one of the scarier monsters in this area, particularly in numbers, so we'll probably try and flee more than we'll fight them. Let's start exploring around, seeing what we can find. Bash through the door. A healthy looking goblin is instructing a group of young warriors. He smiles and says, our opponents have arrived. Okay, so fixed combat. Once we go in, know what's going to happen. And we're going to try and use our front row fighters. Try and take out some of the enemy, as well as casting sleep spells. You see there's one leader, the one in yellow is the leader. The sleep spell, let's see how many of these we can sleep. Wrong button. Accidentally targeted my own people. That's not good. 2 of them are now asleep, which makes them vulnerable. 1 shot kill. So we're going to require our other fighters to both keep people off them. As you can see, 1 shot down. Come on, Janani, go and try and do something about these. Now, there's only 3 of the enemy not currently slept, so they're the only 3 who can attack. The same benefit they had of our person being asleep, therefore 1 shot kill would apply to any of them that are slept. So a good attack there to take out one of the non-sleep ones. Namala probably should have targeted the one that was active rather than the one that was asleep, but hey ho, that's just how it goes. Come on, Mithrin. Take out the active ones. Namala this time, no. Simbaza, no. Gianni, yes. Taking out executive kills to get the only 2 live ones, and then this just mopping up. But they sleep for about 4 or 5 turns, so you can't spend too long. 109 experience points, and presumably we'll pick up a load of gear. $168 silver. Early on we'll take quite a lot of the goods and the silver, just to try and see what we can get in terms of value for them. You can see once we've rested and we've done those fixes, our magic user spells come back and all their hit points are back. This was a fixed encounter. It's just a square room. So this is a nice safe point, so it's worth us noting on the minimap that this, we call it GE for Goblin Encounter. As a fixed encounter, this will always be a safe spot. We can always come back here and rest. You're not going to get a random attack while you're resting here. So we'll go back through the door now and continue our adventures. You have surprised a party of orcs. Uh-oh. You are conversing. Let's talk to them, see if we can abuse them, see if they'll go away. The boss don't like you guys. Give us something and maybe we'll forget we're seniors. What do you do? Fight. As you can see, orcs slightly tougher. But we've got our sleep spells back. Sleep works with a 3x3 grid, so we should be able to clear quite a few of them with a sleep spell. Only 3 currently active. Another sleep spell and they'd all be asleep. Sadly, one of them's now moved. So 8 out of the 9 are going to die very quickly to one single shot. There's no saving throw against it. Here comes back the one that ran away. He's going to try and save his friends. It's not going to work though. No damage killed, then it's just mop up then for the rest of the fight. Again, we'll take the money and we'll take any items we find, just in order to give us something to go and sell. Money's really tight in the early part of these games, and this was common for games of this era. You'd start off the game struggling to find money, and then by the end of it, like, I've got all this money, I don't know what to do with it. Very typical. So now we've got the items, let's carry on. See what we can find. Bash through the door. This stage, I don't even think we've got a set of lockpicks. Don't know how good our thieves would be at picking the locks. Just easy to bash. The room is dirty and has a strong and unpleasant odour. You have entered a very unclean stable. There is evidence that a large and untidy animal had lived here. You find a long leather bag. We open it. Yes. We found treasure. Each character receives 233 experience points. Note you find more experience points for opening a bag and finding some treasure than we did for killing 8 orcs, 10 kobolds, or 9 goblins. $100 gold, 2 gems. Be nice if it was the other way around. 20 arrows and a short bow. Can't take it, overloaded. Pay attention. Poor Mythman's carrying all stuff like a pack horse. 20 arrows and a short bow. Ilfrey will pick them up. Ilfrey can't use them as a cleric, can't use them. No doubt we'll forget that at some point and we'll start trying to equip one. We'll try the south door. Let's see if we can fill out this area a little bit. You spy a group of seedy looking goblins. Let's advance. You spy a group of seedy looking goblins and they ran away. Us walking towards them caused them to run away. You're being approached by some angry goblins. Now this is a different set of goblins. These are angry ones. Ooh. Again, group with leaders, so 4 leaders, one of which goes down straight away. No, Ilfrey of course can't use it. Ilfrey and Janani go around trying to stop them from swamping around. Also 3x3 grid that only can really get 3, but that enables us to take out this bottom corner. Of course it would help if it wasn't low level characters in early AD&D rules, which have a terrible chance to hit. It does make these encounters, which invariably has a lot of low level enemies, take quite a while in the early part of the game. Once we get later on, we get better spells and better weapons, it won't be as bad. But we're slowly making progress. Count down to cast to cure light wounds. Tim Bazard will come and help out. Fail to spot the enemy. When you walk out of combat with an enemy in the radius, they get a free hit. That could have been potentially quite dangerous. Hopefully Mythman will deal with goblin the goblin guard for us. Jinani's not looking very healthy. Could do with Namala really casting a cure light wounds on Jinani. Need to move though. As it is, well, waste it on Delwyn. Pretending it's Ilfrey actually rather than Delwyn. Alpha of course can cast around cure light wounds, cast it on Jinani. Jinani, make a kill. Good job. I guess that's quite a successful cure light wounds. 6 healing points. And we've completed the encounter. Again, we'll take the silver. Probably won't take all of this because our characters are running out of space. But longbows, arrows, some of the swords, some of the armour. None of it's magical, so I doubt we're going to get lots of reward for it. As I say, in this early part of the game, trying to carry as much as we can. We probably won't stay in the slums for... Certainly wouldn't do like the whole slums at this stage. Need to get back, find shops, sell goods. Sell the goods, make the money, reinvest. You've surprised a party of goblins, the monsters flee. You've surprised a party of orcs, the monsters flee. A group of seedy looking orcs, we both flee. Angry orcs, we tried to flee, can't flee. You know what spells we've got. Namal's just going to go on nothing. Elfrey, can she help one of our 2 main fighters? What I want to do. Come on, Simbaza. There went. Cure like wounds. No, that's not what we wanted. We managed to get the spell off. If Darwin had got attacked while trying to cast, it would have lost the spell. The interruption mechanic from 1st edition was brutal in that respect. Makes sense. I mean, it logically makes sense. You know, you're going to stand there and can chanting the spell while somebody's belting you with an axe or a hammer. But sometimes where the initiative worked was painful. And you can see without having our sleep spells, it just becomes a bit of a brutal slog, and you can see we've lost 2 people. Down to unconscious. They're not dead, they're just unconscious. And in this shorter fight, they won't bleed out, but in longer fights, we would have to think about losing turns to bandaging. Yeah, if we're on 1, we should get through it. Hopefully we can get back to where our goblin encounter was in order to rest. If we can rest, we can get our health back. Get the silver, why not? Here we are back. The same thing, rest, get our spells back, get our hit points back. We'll rest for a day. Straight through the door, surprise party of orcs, and they flee. Now trying to get back into town, trying to see if we can sell. Spy group of seedy looking kobolds. Spy group of seedy looking orcs. We're getting so many random encounters. You're surprised a party of kobolds. We're being approached by angry orcs. It's like every step we've been attacked. Not good. Have got sleep spells back there. Because you can't move diagonally, that's not going to work, Jinani. You have to wait till Namala's work. You just stand at the back. Mithrin cast a sleep spell. That's a nice sleep spell. Take out the whole right side Out of the 11 orcs, 8 are asleep. Might be worth looking to try and give Janani a ranged weapon. It's going to be at the back. A bit more might be worth looking to give him a ranged weapon. So a bow or some other type of useful weapon. That composite bow we saw in episode 1 would work wonders. That was a lot of money. Same thing as we've seen in the other fights. Once you get through the ones that are awake, you can start mowing through and just chopping down the ones that are asleep. They can't attack you back while they're asleep. Obviously because they're asleep, so it's just a matter of wiping them out. Again, 27 experience points. You think we got 233 for finding some coins and stuff in the bag. 27 for killing 10 orcs, 11 orcs. Can we make it back round? Nope. Surprised the party of orcs. Phew, they fled. Surprised by kobolds. That suggests that we're not. Ooh. Quite a few numbers wise. Probably nothing to be overly afraid of in terms of attacks individually, but in the numbers it's more dangerous. Let's get a sleep spell, sleep all the leaders, and then just concentrate and try to pick off the slightly weaker ones that are on the sides. Obviously if where the fighters can't get out to the sides and they're trapped, they might as well start mowing through, taking out some of these leaders. We're down to 6 awake and 5 asleep. Move Mithban forward. Try and clear some space. Good job from Namala. Delwyn just mowing through. Mithban just taking out the leaders. I think Mithban's killed all the leaders. Kind of surrounded the one that's awake, and then you got, let's say, the two up here. One's just come back into the fight. It'd be nice if the two further away either came back to the fight or sort of surrendered. So it is, we've got to chase them. It's just delays inevitable. Ambassador ran side. Single shot, boom. Job's good. Fighters proving incredibly useful. 256 copper, 6 silver. It's a lot of copper coins. Even if they're small, even if they're like the equivalent of the British 2 pence. You know, 256 of them. It's like, you know, I picked up 400 silver, you know. The size of a 20p in the UK 20 pence coin, which is one of the smaller coins, or 5 pence, again another smaller coin. It's just like I carry all this junk. And based on historic coinage, I'd say it's not that light. So we're back now in the civilized area of Phlan. No noticing getting in the city hall. Well, I think it's dark, they won't let us in. We're just looking for a shop. We marked them like number 4 and number 3. Doors locked. Do you want to break in? No. That would just get us attacked by the city watch and brutally executed. Gosh, you want platinum piece? Do you want to stay in? No. Just go literally walk around town till it goes daylight. You know, roam the streets to get to midnight. Daylight arrives. Shop specialised, can I show you our wares? Yes. Couldn't anybody cast detect magic? Not Janani. Nimala can. Nimala's affected. Nimala can now tell whether we've got anything magic. That will help when we come to sell stuff. There's another trick to it. It's that when you try to sell it, you can normally tell if it's magical by the amount they offer for it. Nothing magical in Nimala's inventory. So let's start just selling stuff. Short sword, 1 gold piece. Yeah. 7 for the scale mail. So it tells us it's better off buying picking up scale mail than short swords. Yeah, don't need shields. Yeah, we don't need. Hold on to it. Don't know whether Jinani can use one with the hand axe in one hand and bring out the menu. Elfray. No, I don't want to buy. No. I'm trying to sell you stuff. What's Elfray's got in terms of items? Short bow, I'll give you 1750. No. That tells us it's a magic short bow. Short sword, nothing. Yeah, this is the trick. If you don't have detect magic on all your characters, and one way in which you can do it is to look at the value they offer you, and if the value is really high, you know it feels kind of cheaty to do it that way. Well, it does work. It's like, hi, you can offer me lots of money. Yeah, studded leather armor is 2 gold pieces. If they suddenly offer you 1,000, well, why? Yeah, it's the same for all the swords. Longbow, no. Short sword, no. Scale mail, no. Probably should keep the arrows. Particularly if we think about giving Jinani a bow. It makes sense to keep the arrows at this stage. Delwen, what's Delwen carrying? Loads of short swords. Probably 10 gold pieces worth between the short swords and the leather arm. Two longbows would have actually been worth more at this stage. Again, studded leather armor, short sword, shields. Don't need any of them. Let's just sell them. We've already got 2 spare shields. We're lugging around. Don't need to hold any of this. That's in Baz's inventory cleared. And finally, what's Mythman got? Leather armor. Oof, 1,000 gold pieces. Studded leather armor's going for like 5 or 6 or something. So it's like, thank you, 1,000. Yeah, clearly magical. Yeah, 2 gold pieces for studded leather armor. Other leather on 1,000. You know it's magical. We'll trade it off. Internally within the party, give it to Jinani as he's wearing leather armor. It's probably +1 at this stage. That'll bring his AC down to full. Remembering the lower the AC, the better. Equip the leather armor on Jinani. One of the weaknesses of this game is you have to unequip before you can re-equip it. It's kind of frustrating, and that is going to happen frequently. No doubt as I play this game, I'm going to go, why is this not moving? And we're going to call that quits for today's episode. So we've been and had an exploratory fight in the slums, so we've been out and got some more money. And when we come back for our next episode, we'll go and continue our perusal through the slums. And completing the missions is the best way to get experience early game. Obviously some of the missions we can't do because we're just not high enough level. But we'll encounter more of the slums as we go. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye.